My beloved child, I welcome you into this quiet moment, where my voice gently envelops your heart and reassures you of my boundless love. For I want you to know that I have never left your side, not even for an instant, and I have witnessed every tear that falls from your eyes, each sigh that escapes your lips, and every silent prayer you have breathed. I see the battles you endure and the questions that stir within you, and I want you to feel my presence more strongly than ever, a presence that is brimming with faith, love, protection, and encouragement, yearning to lead you toward the deeper understanding of truth that will set your spirit free. I invite you to rest in my arms, for they are safe and strong, and to open your heart to the warmth of my grace. For in my presence your worries find release, your anxieties find solace, and your fears melt into hope. Do not be troubled, for I come as a loving Father who wants nothing but your good, a Father who has countless plans to uplift you and carry you onward, even when darkness clouds your mind. Trust in me, for I am with you always, and you will see your spirit soar with newfound courage. Precious one, I am here to remind you that you are never alone, for I walk beside you in every season, whether you find yourself on sunny paths or in the shadows of the valley, and I long to fill each step you take with divine guidance and lasting peace. Sometimes you may wonder if my love diminishes or retreats when you feel unworthy or caught in your mistakes, yet I tell you the truth. My love for you remains unchanging, as constant as the rising sun, and nothing in heaven or on earth can separate you from that radiant flow of grace. I yearn for you to rely on me as your refuge and your fortress, your guiding light when the way ahead appears dim, and your shepherd when you have lost your bearings. Please do not doubt my devotion, for my affection transcends your fleeting emotions and human limitations, and in your hardest moments, I am already planning to transform your sorrow into a testimony of my endless mercy. Lift your face toward my presence, for I am here, and I invite you to press on with unwavering hope. In the embrace of my infinite affection, know that I have formed you with utmost care, weaving into your being every strand of purpose and potential, so that you may reflect the beauty of my glory in a world longing for my light. I want you to see that you are not a random accident or a mistake, but a masterful work of my own hands, shaped and designed to bear my fingerprint of love, a love so profound that it defies comprehension. Do not discount the treasure I have placed within you, for when you stand in faith, anchored in my promises, you radiate a brilliance that cannot be overshadowed. Even when the weight of life burdens you, and you feel as though you might crumble under the pressure, remember that I stand ready to reinforce your spirit, ensuring you can stand tall with renewed determination. Believe in my power that is at work within you, and never forget that your worth surpasses human measure. I understand the days when you question whether you have any strength left, when your responsibilities seem overwhelming, and your heart yearns for relief from the disappointments that have piled up over the years. There might be moments when your faith feels like a fragile candle flickering in a tempest, and you question whether I still notice you among the multitudes of souls crying out for help. Let me gently soothe those doubts, for I count every tear that escapes your eye, and I hear even the faintest whisper that rises from your trembling lips, reminding you that your voice has never been lost in the midst of the world's clamor. I am intimately aware of every hardship you have faced, and my compassion envelops each one like a blanket of kindness. Embrace my closeness now, for I promise that I will take care of your cares, and I will lift you up on wings of hope. Do not be afraid of the obstacles that confront you, for I am the one who makes a way where there seems to be no path, carving streams of refreshment in the wilderness of your trials. Trust that I am working behind the scenes, orchestrating events to align with my perfect plan, ensuring that at the right time, your prayers will unfold into a beautiful reality. Walk forward without trepidation, for I shield your footsteps with my own hand, and I will not allow the harsh winds of adversity to consume you. When fear threatens to steal your peace, call upon my name and find assurance in the knowledge that I am ever vigilant, your steadfast guardian, who neither slumbers nor sleeps. Take heart, for I have assigned my angels to watch over you, and my presence goes before you as a pillar of light guiding you through the unknown. Remember, dear child, that you are the object of my deepest delight, and I rejoice in every step you take toward me, no matter how small or tentative it may seem. In your moments of doubt, draw nearer still, for I am not far away, but rather standing at the door of your heart, ready to fill you with fresh strength and unwavering faith. Let these words sink in. You are cherished, and I take pleasure in seeing you lean into my grace, especially when confusion clouds your mind. Never believe the lie that you must walk this journey without a companion. For my spirit goes with you, comforting, guiding, and illuminating the path that leads to breakthroughs you cannot yet imagine. Rest now, for I call you to a safe haven in my heart, where your burdens are gently lifted and hope blossoms anew. Yes, I know every longing etched into your heart, every desire you have quietly nurtured, every dream you have tucked away, believing it may be too grand or too fragile to share. Understand that I have placed seeds of purpose within you, seeds that I myself long to cultivate into full bloom, bringing forth fruit that will nourish not only you, but others I place in your life. Surrender those dreams to me, trusting that I will water them with my grace, ensuring that even in seasons of drought, they remain protected under my watchful eye. Though you may have encountered setbacks or felt your hope dwindling, remember that no delay is too long for my power to move, and no challenge too stubborn for me to overcome. Stand firm, anticipating the moment when all you have prayed for aligns with my perfect timing, and watch in awe as I reveal my wonders. So come, beloved child, take refuge in my unwavering loyalty, for when storms rage and the heavens appear silent, I remain the calm in your chaos, the anchor that keeps you from drifting into despair. My providence extends over every aspect of your life, from the largest concerns to the tiniest details, because I care for you in ways you cannot fully comprehend. Bring me your pain, your confusion, your regrets, and your hopes, trusting that my hands are big enough to cradle them all without faltering. My love for you does not waver based on what you do or fail to do. It stands firm, unshaken by your faults or uncertainties. Believe me when I say your future is bright, for I hold it in my loving hands, and I promise to guide you onward. Keep these assurances close to your heart. I am the Lord who rescues the oppressed, the Father who lovingly receives the brokenhearted, and the friend who stands by you through every triumph and trial. I will not abandon you in your hour of need, nor will I turn my back when you stumble, for you are dear to me, cherished in my sight. Do not hesitate to cling to me, for in my arms you find rest that surpasses any comfort this world can provide, and in my words you discover hope that outlasts every storm. Keep your faith ablaze, hold on to the promises I have spoken, and know that my strength is made perfect in your weakest moments, ready to fortify you like an unshakable fortress. Move forward with the knowledge that a new dawn is breaking, and your heart will soon sing of my faithfulness. A affirmation of the reader's value. My cherished child, you are of immeasurable worth in my eyes, and I formed you with a beauty that flows from my own heart, so that your presence here on earth might reflect the splendor of my creation. I see the radiance within you, the spark of eternity that I breathed into your soul, and I celebrate the unique gifts I have woven into your being. Never doubt that your life has meaning, for I have inscribed upon you a divine purpose that no one else can fulfill, and I watch with joy each time you take a step toward that holy calling. Rise each morning remembering that you are loved, chosen, and precious beyond compare. Hope in my unfailing love, knowing the best is yet to be revealed. My beloved, understand that I have called you by name, and when I gaze upon you, I see not just what you are today, but also the masterpiece I continue to shape through the intricacies of your life's circumstances. You may feel inadequate or overlooked, yet my vision of your worth is far greater than your doubts. For I am the artist who shapes clay into vessels of honor. Let go of feelings of inferiority, for I declared long ago that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, knitted together in your mother's womb with careful precision and indescribable affection. Hold tightly to that truth, for my love defines you far more than the shifting opinions of the world. Always remember, I delight in who you are becoming. Precious one, I take great pleasure in watching you grow, and each time you draw near to me, my heart overflows with joy, for I see in you a reflection of my goodness and grace. Even when the weight of past mistakes tries to burden your heart, I remind you that I have washed you with my mercy, restoring your innocence and crowning you with compassion. You are not a vessel of shame, but a carrier of promise, destined to display hope in every place I lead you. Let this knowledge anchor you in times of self-doubt, because my approval stands firm, regardless of how others may judge or misunderstand you. Believe and stand strong, for there is a glorious future unfolding before you. I rejoice at every sign of faith that flickers within you, and I applaud your courage when you turn your gaze toward me rather than succumbing to the voices of discouragement. Though the voices of doubt may roar like thunder, my voice whispers an unchanging affirmation. You are my treasured child, called to walk in dignity and grace. Keep this truth engraved upon your heart, for in the midst of confusion or ridicule, it will be your guiding light. Each day, I faithfully shape you into a living testimony of my grace, demonstrating that even fragile vessels can hold my power. Know that I am your steadfast encourager, urging you onward toward marvelous revelations of my plan. When you question your significance or feel lost in the crowd, remember that I see you as singularly important, cherished in a way words can barely describe, for no one else can mirror the facets of my love that you uniquely reveal. Like a gemstone reflecting light in many colors, you reflect my glory to the world in a distinctive way that only you can. Your life is not merely a fleeting existence, but a tapestry I am weaving with precision, each thread contributing to a story brimming with redemption and possibility. Embrace your place in my grand design, for nothing that concerns you escapes my notice. I am here, celebrating your worth and championing your cause. Dear heart, you are valued beyond your accomplishments, beyond your circumstances, and beyond any label humanity can assign, because I have called you my own, and that identity can never be erased. Others might attempt to define you by your failures or your past, but my gaze rests upon the potential for transformation I placed inside you from the beginning of time. I whisper to your soul, you are more than you appear, for my glory covers every inch of your being. Let that promise melt away any lingering fears, and let it shape the lens through which you see yourself, so that you might rise up, unashamed and full of faith, to fulfill your sacred purpose. Press on with expectancy, for my hand lifts you higher. I desire for you to walk in confidence, not born of pride or self-assurance alone, but grounded in the eternal truth that I have made you mine, sealing you with my spirit, adopting you into my kingdom of grace and light. Therefore, step forth boldly, for you never venture alone, and I will enable you to accomplish the tasks I place before you. Give me your surrendered heart, allowing me to empower your every action, so that all you do may reflect the majesty of the one who created you. Whenever you feel small or insufficient, remember that my strength is perfected in your weakness, giving you the ability to do all things through me. Look ahead with a hopeful heart, for I am crafting a beautiful destiny for you. Stand in the truth that you have significance, that your life matters profoundly in my eternal blueprint, because I fashioned you for a reason that transcends fleeting trends and shallow accolades. You are called to shine like a lighthouse, guiding others who may be drifting on waves of doubt, showing them that my grace is real and my love is boundless. Never underestimate the ripples your faith can send into the world, for even the gentlest act of kindness can echo in eternity under my divine orchestration. Carry this assurance with you wherever you go. I see you, I celebrate you, and I urge you onward to walk in the fullness of my purpose. Let hope flourish, for your true worth is safe in my keeping. B. Understanding of difficulties and challenges. My dear child, I know the weight that presses upon you in the darkest hours of the night, when your mind cannot quiet its worries, and your heart feels burdened by the demands of life that seem impossible to satisfy. I see your struggles to balance responsibilities, and I am aware of the silent tears you shed when no one else is around. In those moments when anxiety threatens to eclipse your faith, remember that I am right there with you, gently offering my hand and reminding you that you do not walk alone. Let your heart find comfort in my presence, for I never slumber, nor do I cease to watch over you, ensuring that even in your despair, hope is never lost. I understand the trials you face, for nothing escapes my notice, and I perceive the frustration when things do not unfold according to your desires or timeline. Sometimes it may seem that my answers are slow in coming, and it is easy to wonder if I have turned a deaf ear to your pleas. Yet trust that my timing is always perfect, orchestrating events in ways beyond human comprehension, weaving together threads of difficulty into a tapestry of ultimate good. Though you might not see the bigger picture now, I promise that one day the pattern of grace will be revealed, and you will marvel at the wisdom hidden in every delay. Fear not, for your journey is overseen by the one who holds the keys of eternity. I see how obstacles rise before you like towering giants, and I sense the tremors of fear that shake your resolve when storms rage. Know that these hardships are not meant to crush you, but to refine you, drawing out the precious gold of perseverance and dependence on me. Think of the countless stories of faith etched throughout history, where I transformed the bleakest situations into triumphant testimonies of my power. That same power is available to you now, for I have not changed, and my arm is never too short to save you. Keep walking, step by step, forward in faith, for I am forging a path even when your eyes cannot see it. Do not be ashamed of your struggles or suppress your questions, because I embrace your honest cries and invite you to pour out your heart before me, trusting that I will hold your every concern. There is no darkness too deep for my light to penetrate, no trial too great for my grace to overcome, and no sorrow too profound that I cannot comfort. I do not dismiss your pain. Instead, I step into it with you, sharing every burden and every tear. In the moments when you think you cannot endure another hour, call upon my name, for I am the strong tower into which you can run and find safety. Receive my strength now, and let your soul find solace in my unwavering faithfulness. Yes, I see your moments of weakness, those times you feel inadequate or unworthy, yet my mercy extends far beyond your faults and frailties. I am fully aware of your weary nights and the shame that creeps in when you compare yourself to others who seem unshakable. My child, remember that I look upon the humble with great affection, and that I bring power out of the humble heart that dares to trust in my willingness to intervene. In your darkest hours, I whisper words of grace, covering every shortcoming with my boundless love, reminding you that you are never defined by your failures, but by my redemptive work in you. Do not be discouraged, for I will lift you up. When betrayal, loneliness, or disappointment knocks on the door of your heart, you may feel isolated and question why you must walk such painful roads. But in the wilderness of suffering, you discover my nearness more profoundly, for it is there I show you my tender compassion. Every heartbreak you endure has the potential to deepen your dependence on me, yielding an unshakable trust that storms cannot erode. Though the sting of rejection might wound your spirit, I invite you to recall that I too was acquainted with sorrows, and I stand ready to bind your wounds with the healing balm of my affection. Take my hand and allow me to guide you forward. Perhaps you have regrets that weigh heavily, or failures that echo accusations in your mind, convincing you that there is no turning back. Hear me clearly. I am the God of second chances, the God who can make beauty emerge from the ashes of your broken dreams, who can bring a song of praise out of your deepest lament. Your battles, losses, and tears are not wasted, for in my kingdom, every struggle can be transformed into a testimony of hope that blesses countless others. So do not grow weary, for my grace is sufficient, and I am continually at work, reshaping the shattered pieces of your life into a mosaic of redemption. Trust that a better day is dawning. Therefore, dear one, when the weight of your challenges tries to overwhelm you, find rest in the certainty that my everlasting arms sustain you, carrying you through each valley toward the high places of joy. Though the process may be slow and the journey long, you are never abandoned. I am the God who parted seas, who silenced storms, and who brought life out of barren ground, and I remain the same for you today. No matter how fierce the battle, victory is assured in my name, for I fight on your behalf, clearing obstacles and equipping you with endurance. Cling to me, and you will discover that even your darkest trials hold seeds of resurrection hope, ready to burst into new life. See, promise of protection and help. My beloved child, I am your shield, and I promise to be the defender of your heart, a strong fortress that surrounds your every move, keeping you safe from the assaults of discouragement and despair. When adversity prowls like a roaring lion seeking to devour your confidence, remember that my protection is neither fragile nor fleeting, for it comes from the Almighty One who oversees all creation. I will guard your coming and going, and my watchful eye never grows weary, for I am the steadfast refuge you can rely on. Let every anxious thought be still, for I hold you in my everlasting embrace, determined to see you flourish in peace. I am your refuge in every storm, the shelter you can run to when the winds of chaos threaten to topple your resolve. Just as I calm the raging sea with a word, so will I calm the turbulence within your soul, restoring serenity where there once was dread. I do not promise a life free from conflict, but I guarantee that you will not be swept away by its currents, for I place my mighty hand upon you, shielding you from the relentless tide. Hold my promise close to your heart. I will never leave you nor forsake you, even when thunder booms around you. With me by your side, you will endure and emerge stronger. Know that I have a plan for you, even when you cannot yet see how the pieces will fit together, for my perspective is infinitely wider, and my reach extends to the corners of every possibility. Before you face a challenge, I have already laid the groundwork for your triumph, setting in motion subtle blessings and miracles that will unfold at precisely the right moment. In seasons of uncertainty, do not give way to despair, but trust in my orchestrating hand, understanding that the delays and detours often pave the way for you to experience deeper faith. Let your soul rest in the assurance that, from the highest mountain to the lowest valley, my help is consistently at work on your behalf. I go before you, preparing the road that stretches ahead, smoothing out the treacherous paths you cannot see and placing pillars of guidance where you might stumble. As you step forward in faith, angels stand guard around you, upholding the shield of my truth, ensuring that no scheme of darkness can triumph. When you feel vulnerable and uncertain, recall my promise. I will never let you walk alone, for I, the Lord, am your advocate and deliverer. Cling to these words, for they will strengthen your heart, lighting a path of trust in me that defies all doubt. Allow me to be the shepherd who holds you close, carefully leading you through the rugged terrain of life, and chasing after you when you wander off, because my love compels me to protect those who belong to me. No snare is so cunning that I cannot rescue you from it, no pit so deep that I cannot lift you out of it, and no darkness so profound that my light cannot pierce it. Even when you feel backed into a corner, I provide a way of escape, an open door that leads to renewal and hope. Remember that I am the same God who led my people with a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night, guiding them step by step. You, dear one, are equally cherished, and my guidance remains sure. Take comfort in my unchanging nature, for I am not swayed by the storms of the world, and I will never revoke my offer of help to you. What I promise, I fulfill. What I begin, I complete. So cast your burdens upon me, trusting that I care for you with unyielding devotion. Let each burden that weighs upon your heart become an opportunity to witness my power, for I specialize in turning obstacles into testimonies of deliverance. No matter how many times you have stumbled or doubted, my hand remains extended, ready to save, ready to protect, and ready to infuse your life with undeniable evidence of my goodness. I have surrounded you with my hedge of mercy, preventing the enemy from carrying out plans meant to harm you. You may not see every danger I have shielded you from, but rest assured that my love is active, always vigilant, always engaged on your behalf. Reflect on the moments you thought all was lost, only to find that a pathway opened at the final hour, revealing my faithfulness in unexpected ways. These are not coincidences, but markers of my commitment to you, reminders that I wield authority over chaos and adversity alike. Let the memory of my past interventions fuel your faith as you stand confident that I am the God who shows up in every crisis. And so, beloved, lean into my promise of protection and help, refusing to be crushed by worry or alarmed by sudden calamities, for I am your fortress and your stronghold. Let trust rise within you like a mighty wave, carrying you beyond your fears into the peace that surpasses all understanding, the peace that flows from knowing you are safely held. As you cling to me, you will see miracles unfold, and you will testify of my mercies in the land of the living, declaring to all who listen that my protection is a reality and my help is ever present. Take heart, for your protector and helper is near, and I will not fail you. Call to action, prayer and trust. My dear child, I call you to draw near to me in prayer, for prayer is not a lifeless ritual, but the living bridge between your heart and mine, a sacred channel through which my grace flows into your every need. Do not hesitate, believing your words are inadequate or your faith too small, for I welcome even the simplest cry, the quietest whisper, the hidden sigh of your soul. Speak to me of your fears and your hopes, your regrets and your victories, because I delight in communion with you, and I cherish the honesty of your pleas. Let your heart open without reservation, and you will find that my ear is ever attuned to your voice. As you pray, come with the confidence that I am already aware of your longings, and that I stand ready to answer in ways that transcend your limited expectations. Even when my response seems delayed or arrives differently than you anticipate, maintain your trust in my perfect wisdom and unfailing love. Prayer is not about convincing me to give you what you desire, but about aligning your will with mine, discovering the peace that pours forth when your heart rests in my sovereign plan. So pour out your heart with boldness, then wait in the stillness of faith. For I am at work, refining your requests and shaping you into the person I created you to be. I invite you to release your anxieties into my hands, for I am eager to bear them, ensuring that you do not stumble under their weight. Remember my words. Cast all your cares on me, for I care for you, and trust that I do not merely hear your burdens, but I actively work to lift them and replace them with peace. Just as a loving parent alleviates the heavy load a child struggles to carry, so do I take upon myself the things you cannot manage alone. In exchange, I give you rest, a deep and abiding rest that defies circumstances, reminding you that I am near, ready to shoulder every concern. Know that prayer does not require elaborate eloquence, nor does it demand a special time or place, for I stand with you in every moment, listening to the unspoken yearnings and silent questions of your heart. In the midst of your daily tasks, let your thoughts turn toward me, inviting my guidance and reveling in the comfort of my presence. In the quiet hours of the night, when troubles assail you, whisper my name and sense how I draw closer still, ready to speak hope into your spirit. The more you converse with me, the more attuned you become to my voice, recognizing its gentle instruction and loving correction. Moreover, trust is the cornerstone of our relationship, for without trust, prayer becomes little more than words drifting into emptiness. Trust that I am for you, that my plans for you are good, and that no petition escapes my notice. Though the world may whisper lies, suggesting that I am distant or uninterested, stand on the firm foundation of my promises. Look at the cross, recall the sacrifices I have made to show you the depth of my love, and realize that I spared no cost to redeem and restore you. Therefore, open your heart wide, trusting that I will not fail to guide you along the right paths. I also urge you to trust me even when circumstances contradict the hope you hold, for true faith shines brightest in the face of adversity. Let the memory of my past faithfulness embolden you in your present uncertainties, reinforcing the truth that I am unchanging and faithful through every generation. You do not place your faith in shifting sands of human wisdom, but in the steadfast rock of my character. When you stand upon that rock, no storm can sweep you away, no fear can uproot you, for your confidence is anchored in the one who cannot lie and who never abandons his own. When doubts arise, bring them into the light of my presence and allow me to address your questions with patience and clarity. I do not despise your doubts. Rather, I invite you to explore them with me, leaning into the truth that sets your soul free. In prayer, you will find the reassurance your heart craves, and as you trust, you will experience the unfolding of my goodness in ways that leave you in awe. Hold fast to me, breathe in my promises, and let my love dispel every shadow of uncertainty, for I am your rock and your salvation. And so, beloved, heed my call. Pray without ceasing, trusting in my everlasting power. For in this ongoing communion, you will discover joy beyond measure. Present your requests with thanksgiving, confident that I care for you with a love that surpasses your wildest imagination. Rest in the sweet assurance that I hold you in the palm of my hand, and there is no place safer, no security greater. Rise up in faith, come before me boldly, and let your prayers ascend like fragrant incense, drawing you ever closer to my heart. I will hear you, I will answer you, and I will bring you peace. On encouragement and inspiration toward the future, my precious child, I have prepared a future for you, brimming with the riches of my grace and filled with hope that transcends every hardship you currently face. Though clouds of uncertainty may hover, trust that I am the source of an everlasting light, that shall guide you to a destiny more beautiful than you dare to imagine. Remember my promises, for they are like seeds planted in fertile soil, eventually springing forth into abundant harvests of blessing. As you look ahead, do so with fearless anticipation, knowing that I go before you to pave the way, orchestrating encounters and opportunities that align with the perfect tapestry of my design. Understand that I do not merely set a glorious future in front of you and remain distant. Rather, I walk beside you in every moment, helping you navigate uncharted waters, ensuring that even the smallest detour is woven into my magnificent plan. Your journey may be dotted with trials, but take heart, for these trials will refine you, shaping the inner qualities needed to steward the blessings I have in store. When you feel inadequate, remember that I equip those I call, and as you place your trust in my ability rather than your own, you will see mountains crumble before faith's persistent declaration. Gaze forward with confidence, assured that every step you take has my seal of purpose upon it. My beloved, do not let yesterday's disappointments cast shadows over the horizon of tomorrow's promises. Instead, lay down the weight of past regrets at my feet, believing that I can recycle every tear, every setback, and every broken dream into testimonies of resilience and resurrection. I specialize in breathing life into dry bones, in bringing hope out of the ashes, and in turning mourning into dancing. Let your heart be lifted by the knowledge that I am weaving all things together for your good, tailoring each season of your journey to reveal more of my loving kindness. Keep moving forward, step by step, for with each moment you draw closer to the fulfillment of the visions I have placed within you. When discouragement tries to anchor you in doubt, counter it with declarations of faith, reminding yourself of the countless times I have proven myself faithful. Look back at the monuments of my deliverance in your life, the answered prayers that once seemed impossible, and the subtle miracles that changed your path. Then look forward again, with renewed determination, recognizing that if I have carried you this far, I will continue to carry you into the bright future I designed from eternity. Seize each day with courage, for you walk not in your own strength, but in the power of my Spirit who dwells within you. I have chosen to infuse your very being with the breath of life, ensuring you are never alone in your pursuit of victory. Envision the days ahead as a field ripe for harvest, where each seed of faith you plant will yield a plentiful return of hope, joy, and blessings. Do not grow weary in doing good, for in due time you shall reap if you persevere. Take comfort in my promise that the obstacles you face now are small in comparison to the rewards I hold in store for you. Your perseverance is not in vain, and each prayer you utter is like a key unlocking doors of possibility. Remember my words, that in this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world, and in me, you too shall overcome. Yes, your future glimmers with possibilities, but even more importantly, it is anchored by my eternal presence that never fades or fails. Know that I have not placed you on this earth without equipping you for the tasks at hand. My Spirit empowers you to love in a world that can be unloving, to shine where darkness tries to encroach, and to offer hope in spaces of despair. Each trial faced and each triumph celebrated becomes part of the grand story I am writing in your life, a testament to my goodness that will ripple outward to inspire others. Let the wonder of that purpose ignite your spirit, propelling you forward with unwavering passion. You may wonder how you can make a significant difference in a world that sometimes seems so broken, but trust that even your smallest acts of faith and kindness hold great power in my hands. Like a tiny spark igniting a blazing fire, your willingness to obey me in the small things can lead to monumental change. Keep your heart open to my gentle nudge, and I will show you where to pour out your love, where to extend forgiveness, and where to shine light into darkness. Every moment you yield to my guidance is a stepping stone toward the marvelous destiny I have prepared for you, a destiny that ultimately glorifies my name and blesses your soul beyond measure. Therefore, beloved, lift your eyes from the present trials and fasten them upon the bright horizon I have promised. Though you may not see the full picture yet, rest in the certainty that I do. Trust in my timing, for I weave every thread of your life's tapestry with precision, ensuring that the final portrait radiates with my love. Continue forward with a heart steadfast in faith, for tomorrow holds miracles yet unseen, answers yet unspoken, and joy that has not even begun to bloom. I am the Lord of new beginnings, and I stand at the threshold of your future, ready to lead you into wonders beyond your greatest hope. Conclusion.
you.